Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 of EDU110. So this week we are going to continue learning about theorists. You're going to find that you have a few things to read and a few things to watch. To read, you have some readings on Froebel and Dewey, John Locke, and Piaget, Vygotsky, and Erikson. And then I do have some movies for you also to watch about Rousseau and Pestalozzi, one about Piaget, Froebel, who I love this video, so hopefully you will like it too, Erikson, and Vygotsky. So those are all your learning materials for this week. This week you're going to continue with our compendium of theorists. You had your assignments given, and then I want you to continue on with your creation of a slide for whichever theorist you have been assigned for this week. Make sure that you actually design your slide either in Word or in Canva or in PowerPoint, whatever application you feel is best, and then take the components and put them into Padlet. My experience with Padlet has been sometimes when there are too many people on one Padlet, which is easy to have happen, let's say on Sunday afternoon, sometimes Padlet can get a little glitchy. And by having it saved in another app, if something does happen, all your work won't be for naught. You'll just be able to go back in and do it. And I encourage you to use videos, audio, and links to that on your slide. And then when we are done with our compendium, then you'll have an opportunity to actually download it. I hope. There were some issues last time I taught this class, but supposedly Padlet has worked that all out, and be able to keep a copy of this to study for any other classes you might have where it's important to know about learning theorists. Great. So our discussion this week is going to be a little bit different than what you may be a little bit different than what you're used to. So I want you to create an infographic. It can be an animated GIF or some other kind of visual. So you can use your imagination to design any kind of visual you would like. And I want it to exemplify what you've learned from the theorists of Froebel, Dewey, Pestalozzi, Rousseau, Locke, Vygotsky, Erikson, and Piaget, and their learning theories. And then sort of what they look like and sound like and feel like in an early childhood setting. And then I want you to also pose a couple of questions for your classmates. So I know that this is a little bit different for many of you, but really try to think out of the box how you can visually represent these philosophies of, and for this assignment, it's Froebel, Dewey, Pestalozzi, Rousseau, and Locke in a visual. It can be as complex or simple as you choose it to be. And then, as always, you're expected to respond to at least 3 of your classmates with a substantive reply. Make sure that you have references and in-text citations. That's especially important with your initial response to the prompt. There should be at least 1 in-text citation for each reference. And what that does is shows me that you're making explicit connections to the learning materials. And if you choose to do additional research, any additional research you may choose to do. So those are our assignments for this week. I just want to remind you, it's very important that you submit a screenshot to Canvas of your slide in the Padlet. And I am looking forward to seeing all of your visuals about our early childhood theorists. Take care and have a wonderful week.